Paul Brown Stadium, located along the banks of the Ohio River and home of the Cincinnati Bengals, is a site for this matchup between Philadelphia and Cincinnati. And now to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for the game. Tom?
We couldn't have asked for a better day for football as we get ready for today's game. Welcome, everyone. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth here with a call. He'll return it from the 1. Chris, any comments before we kick this one off?
We should see both of these teams trying to establish a good balance on offense in this one. Whoever can do that should be able to win this thing.
Palmer is in the shotgun. 3 receivers wide this time.
Blue 11. Let's get a stop. I'm trying to get you over there, baby. Close, open right. Come on, baby.
He drops back. Throws a bullet. Knocked away. Caldwell wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 32. One-man backfield.
High-end GPS navigation system for your car.
Blue 38. Right. Watch the swing backside.
Back to pass. He throws it. Brings it in. He's dropped at the 36-yard line. Pretty good read on that play to find the open man.
And that's an area where he excels. He works his way through his progressions quickly and doesn't hesitate when he sees the receiver break free in coverage.
Blue 11. Blue 11. Hey, what?
Watson gets the ball. They will be short. He'll need to mix it up a little better to avoid these 3 and out.
I don't know. I thought they looked pretty mixed up on that series. I didn't see anything go right.
He punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 37. McNabb is in the shotgun. He has 4 receivers split out wide. Drops back. Looks down the field. Batted away. And the defender breaks up the play.
Just great position that time on the defensive side. The receiver really never had a chance on that one.
Tickets will be revoked without refund, and individuals will be escorted from the stadium.
McNabb with the give. Tackled right around the 36-yard line. Not a lot on that play, and so it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Ball on the 37. The Eagles come out in the ace formation. Drops back. Looking for a receiver. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. That incompletion will bring up 4th down. 4th down. The Eagles line up to punt. Roca is the punter. Gets the punt away. Chapman takes it at the 28. He's tackled at the 35. Seems like the coverage broke down a bit on that one.
I thought they had him pretty well contained on that play, but he did find a small crack in the coverage, got it up the field. They were lucky they got hold of him. He could have broken that one off.
Blue 38. Blue 38. Tennessee. Left. Hey,
Handoff on the draw. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. And the halfback has nowhere to go. They'll face 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Left, 21. Blue 11. Blue 11. Tango off the top. Chain. Right. Barney.
Back to throw. Looks for a man open. It's completed. And they get him at the 38. Pickup of about 3. That'll bring up 3rd down. Palmer lines up under center. Single set backfield this time. Palmer will look to pass. He throws right. They tackle him for a loss. Looks to be a loss of about 2 on the play.
You know, sometimes as a quarterback, you have to be careful about dumping it down too quickly. Stand in there, see what you've got working down the field. That time they were all over that quick throw.
Punts it. Jackson takes it at the 25. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
Yeah, he really didn't have much of a chance at all to make anything happen there. I mean, I know this guy's a dangerous punt return guy, but you can't do it on your own.
Little handoff. Hit and drop behind the line. This defense is definitely not afraid to use their safeties in run support.
And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that 8th man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage.
He drops back to pass. Throws it to the middle. He's brought down at the 34-yard line. Strong, accurate throw leads to a pretty good gain.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
He's under a heavy rush. Bad luck as he drops it. Wilson was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. It's 4th down. The Eagles are lining up to punt it away. Punts it. Makes the fair catch. The offense takes the field, hoping to put something together after their last drive ended in a 3-and-out.
Let's go right.
Lining up with 3 wide.
No, you're good.
On the ground with a tailback. He's tackled around the 27-yard line. That's a 2-yard gain. That brings up 2nd down. From their own 27-yard line. Johnson, the lone back.
Blue 38. Blue 38. Down.
Fakes the run. He throws on the run. Not much room to throw into, and it's intercepted. And they get him at about the 35-yard line. Nice pick for the safety.
You could see the quarterback that time trying to look the safety off, but this safety is simply too smart. He was having none of it and jumped in front to make the interception.
Play action. He wasn't set when he threw. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. 2nd down coming up. From the 36-yard line. McNabb is in the shotgun. 3 wide formation.
Right.
Draw play. He took a shot at the 33. 3-yard gain by the running back. They line up at the 33. The Bengals line up with 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. Gets rid of the ball. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. The receiver was out of bounds when he made the catch.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
Punts it. It'll go out at the 8-yard line. The quarterback leads his offense back onto the field after turning it over on their last drive. They'll give it off here. He's brought down around the 10-yard line. So a gain of about 1, and that will bring up 2nd down. They line up in the I formation. On the run, he throws it. Brought down right around the 24-yard line. Good pickup by the receiver.
And we've always talked about this receiver's big play ability. He may not be the fastest guy in the league, but you can tell he wants the ball in his hands in big situations.
Come on, B. Barney, set. Let's get it.
They'll throw on first down. Looking for an open man. Drops the easy pick. Ushmanzadeh was the intended target on that incomplete pass attempt. They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 25. They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers.
Here we go. Blue 38. Blue 38. Yeah, 56. Oh, make a play.
He's looking to throw. Scans the field. Samuel intercepts it. He's tackled at about the 19-yard line. And that one will now make 2 interceptions he's thrown in this first half.
Not exactly the way he was hoping to start this football game, but plenty of time still remains. He can get himself right back on track.
They'll give it off here. And they get him at about the 13-yard line. The ball carrier gives them 6 yards on the ground. Let's see if their play calling changes now that they're in the red zone for the first time. Again, he'll get the call. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. They better find a way to slow him down or he's going to end up breaking one big.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. How many times have we seen a back chipping away, and then all of a sudden breaking the big one?
Here we go. 5. Set.
Smith in motion.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Not much time to throw. And it's completed. Into the end zone for a touchdown. How about the receiving ability of the back here?
Tremendous play by the halfback on this one. This guy really understands what he's doing in the passing game. It's one thing to have the physical skills, but you can see he understands how to read defenses.
The snap, set down, the kick is up. And here's your drive summary for that last series. The kick. From the 7. They get him at the 28-yard line. The quarterback and his receiver were clearly not on the same page last time, and it led to an interception. Big set this time with 2 tight ends. Palmer sends a guy in motion to the right. Drops back on first down. And he caught it. He's brought down at the 38. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
Blue 38. Blue 38. They never quit, fellas. Don't let your man make the play. Let's get it.
And this one looks like it will be against the defense.
They're running dummy checks.
Encroachment. Defense.
The defense can't keep giving up yards on penalties like this.
Yeah, it's hard enough in the game today with the rule changes to help the offense to stop an offense anyway, but you can't give away yards.
Watch the ball, watch the ball. Blue 11. Blue 11.
Palmer hands it off. He's dropped around the 47-yard line. Johnson gets about 4 yards on the play. The Bengals come out showing 3 wide. Man in motion. He drops back. He steps up. And it's caught. And they get him about the 43-yard line. And a big catch by the tight end.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing that defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
Feeds it to the back. He fights forward to about the 43, and the halfback has nowhere to go. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 43-yard line. Cincinnati comes out with 3 receivers in the shotgun.
Blue 38. Blue 38. Big play, D. Stay right, stay right.
Looks to pass. Throws while on the run. Shepard knocks it away. A great play by the defense to knock the ball away.
And these defenders have been close all day. You better be careful if you're the quarterback. One of those is going to turn into an interception.
The Eagles bring in their dime package. Palmer calls for motion left. Drops back to pass. Takes a shot deep to the right. Oh, and he has it go right through his hands. Johnson was his intended target on that one, but they can't complete the pass. The punter's going to try to pin them deep in their own territory with a good punt here. Here's the kick. He got some distance on it. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Their last drive ended in a touchdown, and they take the field again, hoping for a similar result. Tosses it out. He lost yardage on the play. He starts out the wrong way and winds up losing yardage.
Well, that's no fun for the running back. It's one thing to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage, but when you start losing yards running the football, that's a disaster.
Westbrook gets it on the inside. And he's decleated at the 19. Westbrook picks up about 4 yards on the delayed handoff. They line up at the 19. Philadelphia lines up with 3 receivers, single back formation. He drops back. Defense is getting pressure. He's brought down at the 33. And a great pass by the quarterback to convert for the first.
And what we're seeing out of this quarterback is a variety of throws. Yes, he has the ability to zip it in there when he needs to, but we've also seen some touch throws, a very complete repertoire.
Again with the carry. He didn't get back to the line. Nothing going on that play. That'll bring up 2nd down. Philadelphia lines up with 3 receivers. McNabb will look to pass. Completed. Brought down at the 44-yard line. Great pickup for the first on that one.
And really what makes NFL football so special is the ability of these quarterbacks to throw it and these great receivers to catch it. That's just fun to watch.
Nice play fake. Is there for the catch. He's dropped for a loss. Looks like about a loss of 3 on that one.
Boy, that's just great anticipation by the defense there. They saw that play coming and were all over it.
He's looking to throw. The pocket is collapsing. Hit hard at the 42. Now this will bring up a pretty difficult 3rd down for the offense.
And this is when it's tough to play offense. When it's 3rd down and medium to long situation, generally you're going to face a blitz situation and your quarterback is now going to be under pressure and probably take a hit.
McNabb has completed every pass on this drive. Fails to connect with his man. Jackson was the intended receiver and he can't bring it in. Chapman is back deep to return the punt.
On the lower level.
He punts it. Chapman takes it at the 21. Cuts back and he's dropped. They really did a good job keeping him contained on that one.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't one of his best efforts there. Maybe if he would have gotten a little more help from his blockers, he could have broken one out of there. You know, sometimes it just takes one good block to create a seam to get one up the field.
Drops back to pass. Surveys the field. Parker bats it away. What an effort out there. He just got his hands in there and broke it up.
I love watching the closing speed of this defense. When they see the ball, they go get it.
Let's go, let's go. Gotcha. Blue 11. Blue 11. We up.
He drops back to pass. Rockets it out. Makes the reception. He's pushed out at the 30. Good job locating the gap in the coverage on that play.
You know, that's the kind of pass pattern I used to always love to run, because if the defense is even a little bit lax in their coverage, it's pretty easy to get that one in there.
On play action. Into traffic, and it's picked off. At the 30 to the 20. Tackled at the 7. Great catch by the linebacker. Not a smart throw from the quarterback.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see him, and he threw it right to him.
Philadelphia hoping to go up 2 touchdowns here. McNabb steps to the line of scrimmage. Single set backfield this time. They're going to pitch it. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Nice stop on that one.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
They hand it off again. He's brought down at the 4. So a pickup of maybe 3, and that makes it 3rd down. So they'll face 3rd down now, 4 yards away from the end zone. Again, he'll get the call. The defender gets him to the ground. The running back gets about a yard, maybe less. Philadelphia is hoping to make this a 2-score game. Right down the middle. Well, that one looked like it was going wide, but it barely made it in.
That one just made it inside the upright. That's one where you see the field goal kicker going, but he got it.
From his own goal line. He's still going, and he gets brought down hard. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Palmer is under center. He has 3 receivers. Play fake. There for the catch. He's tackled around the 40-yard line. Nice pass play.
It really was in the 80s that we first started seeing offenses throwing the ball to the fullback. You know, for so many years, those guys were just big blockers.
Blue 38. Blue 38.
Back to pass. Goes through his read. Pass is complete. And they get him at the 44-yard line. What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
Blue 11. Blue 11.
It's the tailback. He's hammered in the backfield. A great defensive effort there.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
Back to throw. He's under pressure. And he goes down. They had a tough time picking up the linebacker on the blitz.
We're starting to see a lot of these kind of guys come in the league, those who specialize in rushing the passer. So you'll see the defensive coordinator move them around a lot up front so that you can't be specific on who's going to try and block these great pass rushers.
Passes it out, and he catches it. He's dropped at the 34. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing 4th down. Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, our score, the Eagles 10, the Bengals nothing. They call on the field goal unit, this one from 51 yards away. And he got plenty of distance on this one. Hits the crossbar and bounces out. No good. That's got to be a tough one to miss for this kicker.
No question about it. And clearly the forte of this kicker is his accuracy. That one was clearly between the uprights, just not quite enough power to get there.
Tackled at the 43-yard line. Westbrook gets about a yard on the play. They line up at the 43. Single back formation, 3 wide receivers. They'll keep it on the ground again. And they get him at the 43-yard line. Pickup of less than a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down. They line up with 1 running back in the backfield, 3 wide. Looks to pass. Short throw. He's tackled around the 42-yard line.
I think Donovan McNabb can just make you look so bad at times. You know, he has the quick release. He gets the thing out of there. Sometimes he takes off with a run and makes you play sort of a spy situation against him. But then you forget how big an arm he really has. He has the ability to get the ball as far downfield as anybody in this league.
He doesn't get back to the line. No one picked up the linebacker, and it cost them.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
It's the tailback. Tackled at the 36-yard line. They grab 8 yards there, and so it'll be 3rd down. Philadelphia lines up with 3 receivers, single back formation. Westbrook takes the handoff. He's dropped at the 32-yard line. I have to say, that was an impressive run on the play.
That's the reason you have to just keep giving a guy like this the football. He's able to convert those first downs and wear down a defense.
Here we go. 5. Hold on. D-line. Come on, G. Left.
They go with a run. Dropped behind the line. There was no way that defensive end was letting him go by.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
It's the tailback. And he will lose yardage on the play. The defense seemed to do everything right there.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that, not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Back to pass. Here's the throw. Makes the grab. And they get him at the 18-yard line.
You know, Donovan McNabb is really becoming much more of the classic drop-back passer. Early in his career, he was a tremendous runner, wanted to get out, but now more and more you're seeing him reading the defenses, making the clever little throws, and is so difficult to defend for a defense because he can still come busting out of there on the run.
Philadelphia lines up in a shotgun set.
5.
Drops back to pass. Looks down the field with the catch. Brought down at the 9. Another fine pass and catch on that play.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.3 40. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play.
And now we'll see who can get the bigger push.
Here you go. 25. It's on the run.
They give it to the tailback. He's dropped around the 1 yard line. That's 4 yards on the play. That brings up second down. They put everyone up on the line.
Come on. What it is? Let's go left. Stay inside right here. Watch throw.
There's a play fake. They'll score. Touchdown. He just made an excellent catch there.
And those big tight ends know that the goal line situations is where they're going to get their touchdowns. Pretty job that time, breaking free and making an easy target for the quarterback.
Extra point is good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. And here's the kick. He'll take it from the 2. Drill at the 22. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Lining up with 3 wide.
Hey, you get ready to play some D, baby. You fell asleep. Play it. Blue 38. Let's turn the ball over.
On the ground with a tailback. Tackled at the 25. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. 3 wide receivers on the field, the quarterback in the shotgun.
Blue 11. Get off, baby. Get off. You about to cough it up. Back up. Barney, set.
Palmer takes it back. Looks for a man open. There for the reception. He makes a great open field tackle. And it's the tailback with a big catch.
And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play.
And the blitz created tremendous pressure.
Yeah, anytime you blitz, you're gambling. Essentially what you're saying is that I think my guys can get to the quarterback before my man coverage breaks down in the secondary. That time, a great job executing the blitz. They got there.
Palmer looking to throw. And they're coming after him. He's dropped. Everything seemed to work exactly how they drew it up on that one.
I don't think there's any play in football that's prettier than a perfectly executed blitz. If you time out the snap count, if you disguise it, if you don't tip it to the quarterback, you end up with results like that. Big sacks, big plays.
And it's knocked down. And they can't convert on 3rd and long, so we'll likely see the punting unit here. The Bengals are lining up to punt it away. Larson is waiting for the snap. He punts it. Makes the fair catch. The offense lines up and is looking to score again after a successful trip to the end zone on their last drive. McNabb is under center. Single set backfield this time. McNabb hands off. He's tackled around the 44-yard line. Westbrook gets about 4 yards on the draw play. From their own 44-yard line. Westbrook, the lone back. And the running picks up 6 on that play. Offense comes out needing just a yard for the first. Westbrook is the lone setback. 3 receivers in the formation. On play action. Rifles it to the middle. Brought down at the 28-yard line. The defense was looking run, and they threw it for a big gain.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass opened it up down the field.
First and 10. Ball on the 28. Westbrook is the deep back as they line up in the I. Drops back on first down. He's there for the catch. He's brought down right around the 26-yard line. He just couldn't make anything happen after bringing that one in.
And that play is really all about the closing speed on defense. They'll let you have the completion, but then they close quickly and make the play.
He lost it. They fall on it. He put it on the ground, but they were able to get it back.
And that was lucky. Anytime you're getting attacked by a defense and you put it on the ground, that is just nothing but pure luck to get it back.
Back to pass. Looking for a receiver. No connection there. They were unable to convert on 3rd and long, and you've got to think they'll go for 3 right now and kick the field goal.
Yeah, really nothing wrong with that pass. If it's not there, be safe with it. You know you got 3 points coming.
He punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 6. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. They'll take over at the 6. First and 10. The Bengals line up with an offset I backfield. It's the tailback. And he's hammered at the 3. The offense had a tough time picking up all their blocks on that play.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want, but ultimately this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they won the battle.
He drops back. Gets the throw away. Out of bounds, incomplete. They went with a sideline pass, but he couldn't stay in bound.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one, just thrown a little bit too far outside.
Come on, D. Wants a hard count.
Gives it off. And they get him at the 18-yard line. It looks as if forward progress just carried him past the sticks on that 3rd and long situation.
That's one of those calls that you almost feel like the coaching staff was willing to go ahead and punt the football there, and yet you break out a run and you pick up the first down. So demoralizing to a defense.
He lost yardage on the play. Loss of 3 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. They line up at the 14. Homer comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide.
Let's go.
Toss. Brought down behind the line, and they were not able to get much there.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. Well, when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
Come on. Reload. Tennessee. Right.
Homer back to pass. Throws on the run. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And that one was completed for a solid gain.
Solid gain, yes, but no first down on that play. So now it's going to bring up a decision on the part of the offense. Defensively, I think they executed that one exactly the way they wanted to.
Punts it. And they make the fair catch. They were forced to punt on their last drive. The offense will start at the 40. First down, 10 to go. McNabb lines up in the gun. He has 3 receivers in the formation.
5.
McNabb dropping back. Scrambles for yardage. He's brought down at the 45. And he tucked that one away for about 5 yards. The Eagles come out in the ace formation. McNabb hands off. He's dropped around the 47-yard line. He gains a couple of yards on the carry. We've got 3rd and 3 here. They come out with a big set. Fakes to the back. Scans the field. Pass completed. Brought down around the 46-yard line. Chris, they love to run that play.
Yeah, that's one, if you study this team on tape, you're going to see them go to that in the clutch, and it worked again.
First down, looking to throw. McNabb can't hang on to the ball. Westbrook picks it up. That one popped out, but they recovered it to retain possession.
And it's not always who has possession when you go to the bottom of one of those piles. It's who comes out with it at the end of that little scrum discussion down there. I've actually been pinched and had my hair pulled at the bottom of one of those piles.
He's brought down at the 35. Decent run there to pick up the first down.
Little juke, little shake and bake, pick up the first down. When you're trying to tackle professional running backs, you can't watch the shoulders. You have to keep your eyes right on the belly button.
They hand it off again. He's tackled around the 35-yard line, and there's 2 minutes remaining in the half. They line up at the 35. The Eagles come out in the single back formation, 3 receivers wide. McNabb will hand it off. He's dropped at the 29-yard line. The running back picks up 6 on that play. The offense facing another 3rd down here as they line up. McNabb comes to the line under center. 2 tight ends in the formation. He fakes it. He throws a bullet out to his right. And they get him at the 14. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
They hand it off. Tackled around the 14-yard line. And the halfback has nowhere to go. The Eagles just took their first time out. Westbrook alone in the backfield. Sets up the play action. They sacked him, and that was a great blitz by the linebacker on that play.
He just read that play perfectly, was able to come free and get the quarterback. We're starting to see this more and more in the league now, where guys fake like they're going into coverage, then come in for the sack.
Drops back. Throws left. No, he drops it. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
And it splits the uprights. Solid kick that time, and he puts it right through the uprights, converting for the field goal. Here's the kick. Chapman from the 1. Dropped at the 32-yard line. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Johnson, the lone back. Palmer looking to throw. Not much time to throw. Samuel has the pick. Down the sideline. What a shot! Make that the 4th interception on the day for this defense.
Well, you have a football, a little wrapping paper, a nice bow on top, perhaps a little glitter, a lot of gift wrap presents for this defense today.
Back to pass. Throws it short. And it's intercepted by the backer. Well, he looked like he was in the right place at the right time.
Unless you're the quarterback, then he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 36. Cincinnati comes out with 3 receivers in the shotgun.
Blue 38. Blue 38. Hey, look the stretch, look the stretch. Draw screen.
He throws it, and he has room to run. He's dropped around the 42-yard line. Nice pass and catch on that play that gets him a lot closer.
Yep, and that's really just the way they drew that one up. You take what the defense gives, looking to move the ball efficiently downfield with intermediate passes.
Brought down at about the 47-yard line.
There's no question that when you talk about the classic drop-back pocket passers, Carson Palmer is right there at the top of the list with the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Bradys. This guy is just going to get better and better. He is a franchise quarterback that I believe will win multiple Super Bowls before he's done.
Palmer will look to throw. Rockets it. Incomplete. Looked like he put a little too much on that one.
Boy, that one was shot in there, too. I'm not sure anybody could have caught that one anyway. That thing just never came down.
Watson lines up as the single back. The Bengals motion to the right side. Drops back. He needs to get the pass off. Can't stay in bounds. Incomplete pass. The quarterback led the receiver just a little too much.
Yeah, he put a little too much on that pass and forced the receiver to make the catch out of bounds.
They get this one off, and it's a great kick. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. And we've come to halftime here. The score is 20-0. And here's the kick. It's fielded at the 2. And he gets brought down hard. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game.
What did he? What did he? Watch the reverse. Come on, little hustle, little hustle.
McNabb gets sacked. He hasn't had much of a problem finding the quarterback in this one.
There are just some days as a pass rusher when those guys are on. I don't know if it's biorhythms or whatever it may be, but there are some days when you can see a guy is just going to be unblockable, and this might be that day.
He's tackled at the 26-yard line. Westbrook gets 3 yards on the carry.
Ouch. You take too many shots like that as a running back, you start peeking around a little bit before you get that football.
He's looking to throw. He throws on the run. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. Oh my, the quarterback is lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, you try and fit some of those into some tight holes, and every once in a while, you're going to get one pick, but that was a pretty good play by the defense.
Kicks it away, and it's a huge punt. Chapman fields it at the 30. And they get him around the 41-yard line. Pretty nice job picking up yardage on that punt return.
He's definitely got some breakaway potential when he's back there returning kicks. You give him just a little bit of room, he could break it for a big one.
That's hot then. Barney. Come on, man, let's go. Let's get it right here. No.
The halfback with the carry. Hit and dropped behind the line. Looked for a seam, but he wasn't able to find anything.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
Right. Close up. Right, Lucy.
He drops back. Short throw to the right. Tackled around the 43-yard line. He delivered a nice throw on that drop back, completing it for a pretty good gain.
You know, there aren't many guys who work any harder than this guy, both in the offseason and during the week of practice. He isn't the most physically gifted quarterback I've ever seen, but you can tell the time he puts in the film room, in the weight room, and he understands the game of football.
Makes the catch. He's tackled at about the 47-yard line. They pick up some positive yards that time.
There's only a handful of quarterbacks in the league that would even dare that throw. Big, strong-arm guy, got it in. That was a tough throw.
Over top, too straight. Let's go.
On play action, gets the pass away. It's tipped and intercepted. And I'm sure he'll try to erase this game from his mind as quickly as possible.
Yeah, what do you do on the computer? That Control-Alt-Delete to go back to the beginning? I think he'd like to Control-Alt-Delete this game.
Here we go. 5. Base. Let's smash free. Set.
Play action. He throws left. Catch is made. Looks to be a loss of about 2 on the play.
He did a great job of keeping containment there. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that one.
The backfield is in the offset I formation. They hand it off. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Westbrook picks up about 7 yards on the run. The Eagles line up with 2 tight ends.
Right. 5. Ain't never quit, fellas. Come on now. We'll make this run, baby. Now.
On play action, passes to his left. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. He caught that one out of bounds.
Well, you could see the receiver doing all he could to keep his feet in bounds, but that pass just let him out of bounds.
The Bengals have everyone on the line. Looks like they're coming after this one. They get this one off, and it's a great kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The quarterback threw a pick on their last drive. Let's see if he's able to shake it off. The Eagles bring in the nickel package.
New call. Blue 11. Watch the break. You got close left.
There's a play fake. Dumps it out right. And they get him at about the 29-yard line. And a pretty smart play call right there.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
38. Blue 38. Bang right. Let's keep it down here.
They hand it off. He's dropped for a loss. That was a big-time play by a big-time athlete.
If you want to be considered one of the top cornerbacks in the National Football League, everybody has to be able to cover. But the top guys can not only cover, but come up and make big hits like that. Tremendous play.
He's looking to throw. He throws right. Comes down with it. Brought down at about the 35-yard line. Nice pass for the quarterback on that one with the defense bearing down on him.
Just a simple throw and catch for a gain of 6. That's just the kind of passing play that this offense is built around.
Blue 38. Blue 38.
Palmer will look to pass. Dumps it out left. Caught out of bounds, incomplete. It looked like he tried to drag his feet as he was going out, but he couldn't get him down.
You know, and sometimes that happens. The quarterback put it in a spot where only he could catch it. The problem was the ball was just a little off target.
He gets it away. Jackson fields it at the 24. It's loose. Recovered by the offense. And so they turn the ball over on the fumble.
What a big play that was. They went from having to give up possession to getting the ball right back with a fresh set of downs.
The Eagles bring in the nickel package. Looking to throw. On the run, he throws it. He's tackled around the 24-yard line.
Don't bring up the fact that T.J. Houshmandzadeh was a late-round draft choice around him. He still is upset about the fact that he wasn't drafted early, and you can see why. This guy has a way of reading defenses, getting separation, creating big plays, and he has the full confidence of his quarterback in the toughest of situations. Carson Palmer is one of those guys that I think has a chance to be the very best quarterback in the league. Superior arm strength, a great leader. That knee injury set him back for a little while, but you can tell now he's getting back to form and is just playing great football.
Sets up the play action. Goes through his read. Makes the catch. Touchdown. Outstanding play to the wide receiver as he took it the distance.
Well, that's just a big-time pitch and catch right there. The quarterback made a beautiful throw, but it was the route by the wide receiver that set it up. He was as open as I've seen all afternoon.
This should add the extra point.
All right, let's go. That's the way to do it. That's how you do it. That's what we're looking for.
Up and good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Not a bad kick. He'll return it from the 3. That was a great hit. He wasn't getting away from that one. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. Philadelphia lines up in the offset eye this time. Smith, the man in motion. Fakes to the back. Brings this one in. And they get him at the 47-yard line. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, that's a great call, Tom, because when you get a blitz package like that and your offensive line can first of all figure it out and then get it blocked, it's very tough to cover one-on-one in the secondary.
He drops back to pass. Strong throw to the center of the field. Excellent open field tackle. Pretty nice throw on that play.
And a pretty good catch on the other end, too. That's one of those plays that's quickly becoming one of the staples in this offensive passing attack.
Defense closing in. He's dragged down on the play. What can they do to stop the bleeding here, Chris? They've brought him down 4 times now.
This defense has been getting consistent pressure throughout. Right now, they're just beating them to the punch. They're a little quicker off the ball, a little stronger at the point of impact.
Drops back to pass. Rifles it out there. Dropped an easy one. Jackson was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. So, it's 4th down. The Eagles are lining up to punt it away. Roquette will kick it away, and boy, did he get all of this. What a punt. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. They were able to score through the air the last time they had the ball. Let's see what they planned for this drive. The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers.
Blue 38. Blue 38.
Hey, watch the screen.
Fires it out. Can't stay in bounds, incomplete pass. They complete the pass, but he was out of bounds when he brought it in.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe throw there where only the receiver can make a play on the ball. Just a little too wide on that one.
Drops back to pass. Flips it out short. This one falls incomplete. 3rd down coming up after that incomplete pass. That brings up 3rd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. The Eagles line up with 6 defensive backs.
Blue 38. Blue 38. That's loud. Hey, pick 6 right here. Pick 6.
He's looking to throw. And they're coming after him. Can't connect on the pass. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And those are the kind of big 3rd down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
Punts it. Jackson fields it at the 41. Brought down around the 50-yard line. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. Cincinnati brings in their nickel package. They go with a run. He's going to be tackled for a loss. That defensive lineman just seems to have a knack for finding the ball carrier.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman. So, I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
He's dropped around the 46-yard line. He picks up 4 yards on the carry. Philadelphia comes to the line with 3 wide. He drops back to pass. Rifles it left. He steps out at the 35. These days, you need a back who has good hands.
Yeah, running backs today have to be really complete players. You mentioned the fact they have to be able to catch the football and make plays on the outside. But blocking is so key as well. You have to be able to do it all if you're going to be playing halfback in the NFL.
Throws it out. Brings it in. Loose ball. Defense has it. It's the linebacker. The receiver should have held on to that one.
Wide receivers are pretty good at catching the football. They're not always good at running with the football. It takes a lot of strength to hold on to that ball, and he gave it up.
Pitch right. Dropped behind the line. He couldn't get anywhere on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals go with the I formation. Johnson on the run. And he will lose yardage on the play. He was caught with nowhere to go.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
The Bengals line up with an offset I backfield.
Blue 11. Blue 11. Let's go. Let's turn the ball over. Nickel.
Drops back to pass. Looking for a receiver. Picked off. To the 20. To the 10. Why did he even make that pass?
Here, Tom, I think he got baited into that throw. He thought the defensive back was going elsewhere. He did a little fake, came back in, made the pick. Just a real heads-up play.
Short pass to his left. They tackle him for a loss. They lose a yard there. They line it up at the 4-yard line. They're crowding the line.
95. 95. You got that? You about to toss it up.
McNabb drops back to pass. To the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown. There's another scoring strike through the air. That's his third TD pass of the game.
One of the things I like watching about this quarterback is you can tell that he studies. You can tell that when the defense gives him certain options on certain plays, he knows how to exploit them. We've seen that today.
Here's the kick. Up and good. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Here's the kick. He'll return it from the 3. Brought down at the 25. It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback reacts after throwing an interception on his last drive. Cincinnati goes with the ace set here.
Blue 38. Go get it. Blue 38. Nasty. Barney, set. Hey, watch this, man.
They give it to the tailback. Brought down behind the line. He tries to wriggle away, but he's stopped for a loss.
Well, Tom, the offensive line just didn't get any push there. They've got to do a better job knocking those guys off the line of scrimmage.
Blue 11. Barney. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Surveys the field. Bradley knocks it down. Johnson was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. They'll come out in the shotgun.
Guest service area.
Blue 38. Blue 38.
Palmer takes it back. Scans the field. It's completed. And they get him at the 35. Nice little pitch and catch with the wideout.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
Drops back to pass. And the defense has a heavy rush. Tackled around the 42-yard line. Pretty nice pickup on the pass that time.
And that's simply good design and execution on the pattern. They work hard all week in practice to make sure that on game day they have that timing down perfectly.
He drops back to pass. Under heavy pressure, he makes another catch. The defense was coming with a heat on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
Palmer comes to the line with 3 wide.
Left, set. Blue 11. Barney, set. I want the screen. Let's go, keep playing.
There's a play fake with the pass. He steps out at the 33. Johnson picks up about 4 yards with the catch. 2nd and 6.
Rainbow.
There are 3 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
Blue 38. Blue 38. Right. Reload. New call.
Defense closing in. Throws it short. He's brought down at the 27-yard line. Nice heads-up play by the quarterback.
I agree. I like the way he stepped up and delivered that throw. He just simply is taking what the defense is giving him.
The Bengals come out in a single-back formation.
Blue 11. Right. Watch your ball. Come on, D.
Fakes to the back. Throws while on the run. Brought down at the 15. Nice little play there.
Pretty read that time by the quarterback. He knew they were coming with the blitz. He knew where the single coverage was, and he made them pay for it.
Blue 38. Blue 38. Tennessee.
Palmer with the play fake. He's got room to run. Johnson gains 4 yards on that reception. That'll make it 2nd down. The Bengals line up with an offset eye backfield.
Rigo. Blue 11. Come on, D. Come on, man.
And they get him around the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard, if anything, on the run. Third down now, 5 to go.
Let's go right.
Palmer lines up under center. 3 receivers are split out wide.
Tango off the top. Tango off the top. Come on. Hey, let's go. Yo. Loosen.
He fakes it. He's under a heavy rush. Risky throw right there.
Boy, the quarterback has to be a better decision maker than that. There's no way he was going to get that one in.
Here's the kick. It's good. He put that one right through the upright. And here's your drive summary for that last series. The kick. Jackson from the 3. At the 30. Dropped at the 33. The offense is looking to build off the momentum from their previous drive, which resulted in a touchdown. McNabb is under center. 2 tight ends this time.
Let's go. Move up. Hey, empty. 255. Go.
Play action. Pass to the middle. Can't connect on that one. Brown wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 33.
Here we go. No.
Smith moves in motion.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Go.
Looks to pass. He rolls out to the right. And it's completed. He's brought down right around the 42-yard line. Completed pass, good for a gain of 10 or so. That'll bring up 3rd down. Offset I formation in the backfield.
Here we go. What it is? What that screen on here? This dude right here tight.
Nice play fake with the throw. And he caught it. He's tackled at the 46-yard line. A good play to the tight end that time.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to their right side. If you're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
Come on, make a play. Go, baby. Come on.
He fakes it. Strong throw. Tackled at the 27. You can tell these guys practice that play quite a bit.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
Surveys the field. And it's caught. And they get him at the 20-yard line. And simply a great throw there.
Yeah, that really was a nice touch that time. Perfect sort of combination of velocity and touch. A very catchable ball thrown by this quarterback so that you don't have to overly focus on what you're doing and you can get your eyes back down the field, try and get a good run after the catch.
Here we go, baby.
Fakes to the back. Completed. He's tackled at the 12. The pass is complete for 7 yards, and that'll be a 1st down.
You can tell this defense is still thinking about the deep ball. They're playing back, they're playing off these receivers, and those short throws are going to be there until they make a change.
Fullback on the inside give. Brought down at the 10. A 2-yard carry by the fullback. They line up on the 10. Westbrook lines up as the deep back, I formation. There's a play fake. Short pass. He makes the catch. A lot of room to run. He throws it in there for the touchdown again. That's his 4th pass that's gone for a score.
This quarterback's getting loose. He's starting to feel it out there. You know, sometimes you bang your head against the wall and you're trying to figure out what's going to work during the course of the day. And sometimes you come out here and it just feels easy. You're over laughing on the bench, having a good time. It's been fun today.
Point after is good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. Decent kick. Holt fields it at the 7. They get him at the 26-yard line. They had to settle for a field goal on their last drive. They take the field again, looking to put up another score. The Bengals come out in the ace formation.
Blue 11. Let's hit him in the mouth. Blue 11. What? Hey, close. Charlie, close.
On play action. And the tight end is wide open. And they get him around the 46-yard line. Great time for that type of pass. It worked to perfection.
And that was a nice job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback enough time to survey the field and find the open guy.
Over
Blue 38. Blue 38.
First down, looking to throw. Is there for the catch. Good yardage that time on the pass.
And that was a little hum baby coming out of there from the quarterback. We've all heard about how strong his arm is, and we saw it there.
They'll give it off here. And he's drilled at the 35. They get 6 there. That'll bring up second down. They line up with one running back in the backfield, 3 wide. Cincinnati uses motion.
Blue 38. Let's keep him down here.
Drops back to pass. Gets the pass off. Hold, bats it away. Caldwell wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. From the 35-yard line.
Jam free.
They'll come out in the eye.
Let's get off. Stay right. Stay right. Blue 11. Let's get off this field now.
Let's play ball.
He's looking to throw. Throws on the run. He's brought down around the 29-yard line. That last catch puts him over 100 receiving yards.
And one of the things I like watching about this receiver is that he understands how to read coverages. More often than not, a wide receiver has to understand reading coverages at least as well as the quarterback. Otherwise, the quarterback will see one thing and the receiver another.
That safety just came flying in there to make the tackle.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense.
Palmer looking to pass. The pass is away. He's got it. Touchdown. Another touchdown for the wide receiver, and the defense has got to be a little frustrated out there.
You know, they just can't get their hands on him. He's just too quick at the line of scrimmage. He's too quick coming in and out of his breaks, and he's making this defense look bad.
Blue 38. Blue 38.
Let's cover.
Right, right.
Drops back to pass. Dumps it out right. He gets the 2-point conversion. Great job there. They were able to convert.
And you could tell the offense had a plan throughout that drive. Not only did they get the touchdown, but they immediately got the call in for the 2-point conversion. They knew exactly what they wanted to do and executed it perfectly.
And he gets brought down hard. You can't help but wonder if they'll be able to make it 3 straight drives ending with a touchdown. They'll get the ball here at the 29-yard line. McNabb comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide.
25. Let the hook. Set. Come on. Set.
Drops back. Fires it left. Makes the reception. He's dropped around the 49-yard line. That pass is good for a first down.
And he had some zip on that one, didn't he? He reared back and threw that one about as hard as he could.
Here we go. 25. Here we go. 25. We up. Set.
Little handoff. Brought down at the 49-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Boy, he just took a shot on that one. As a running back, the last thing in the world you want is a short gain and a big hit.
What did he? Set.
There's a play fake. Almost intercepted. The pass was deflected and swatted away by the defender.
I think the quarterback may have had to throw that ball a little sooner than he wanted to. The pressure was starting to get there.
25.
McNabb gives it up the middle. He lost yardage on the play. Solid hit, but the safety, he'll drop him for a loss.
Well, you know you've got an aggressive safety when he's making tackles for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Typically, these guys are trying to not give up a big play in the passing game. Now when you see somebody in the backfield, that's impressive.
Gets it away cleanly. The ball will go into the end zone for a touchback. Their passing game led to a touchdown on their last drive, and you've got to think they won't deviate from what's been working.
Come on, little hustle.
They hand it off. Gains his way to the 29-yard line. Great job of the running back. That's a gain of 9. The Bengals line up with an offset eye backfield. Fakes to the back. Passes right. It's picked off. He's brought down at the 48-yard line. And Chris, he's having a career day.
And so is the quarterback. A career stinkaroo.
I formation here. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He's dropped at about the 47-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. From their own 48-yard line. They line up in a double tight set. Feeds it to the back. Brought down around the 48-yard line. Westbrook gets about 4 yards on the play. The Bengals line up with a nickelback. McNabb drops back, makes the short throw. Tackled about the 43-yard line. Good pass and catch, but it won't be enough to convert.
I always have to snicker a little bit when I see a pass play like that. I can almost hear John Madden talking about how can you pick up the first down when you complete the pass short of the sticks? What are they thinking about? And he's just so right.
Punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. On his last drive, the quarterback completed a pass, but to the other team. Throwing another one could be disastrous to this offense.
There you go, G. Now let's see what they got. On the spread out.
Johnson gets it on the counter. He's tackled at the 27. Johnson gains around 6 yards on the run.
Good job over there, baby.
Cincinnati in a 4-wide set.
Blue 38. Blue 38.
Palmer back to pass. He throws left. He's brought down at the 38. A good amount of yards that time on the pass.
And running backs who are good receivers are pretty rare. You know, a lot of times those guys, they come out and they're good running the football, but they don't make the kind of plays in the passing game. This guy can clearly do both.
On play action. And he can't hang on to it. And he just managed to get a piece of it. Nice play by the defender.
And as a receiver, you really have to do a better job of coming back to the football at that point. You have to help the quarterback.
Palmer drops back. Gets it off. Bats it away. The defender was able to get a hand on it.
And really, that came as a result of pretty physical play at the line of scrimmage. They're banging these guys around and not letting them get into their routes.
Blue 11. Blue 11.
Back to throw. Guns it out. There for the catch. Brought down at the 49-yard line. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did. And when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Johnson will run it again. And they get him right around the 46-yard line. The back gets 3 on the carry.
Not very often in a game does a defender get a clean shot like that on a running back. Typically, the running back didn't see it coming to take that kind of a shot.
Back to pass. Looking for a receiver. He passes short. Tackled around the 45-yard line. A couple of yards on that pass. Third down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. Palmer is in the shotgun. 3 receivers wide this time.
Barney, say.
Drops back. Looking for an open man. Pass is complete. What a hit. I don't think he even saw that guy. That was a big-time play by the receiver.
And talking to this receiver earlier this week, he told me he had a lot of plays in the playbook, and he thought he was going to have a big day.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He's brought down at the 33. Johnson gets 3 yards on the play.
Man, oh man, that's what those defensive guys live for right there. A shot like that, and then they always get up and have a little something to say to you as you're going back to the huddle.
The pocket is collapsing. Fumble. Shepard recovered it. Big-time play by this defense.
And wide receivers are so used to making jukes and moves out there, and sometimes they just get loose with the football. That one's stripped away, and that's a big play.
From their own 10-yard line. Philadelphia comes out with 3 receivers in the shotgun.
5.
Handoff on the draw. He didn't get back to the line. The offensive line didn't get much of a push on that play, and the runner was stuffed.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
Westbrook gets another carry. He's dropped around the 11-yard line. Westbrook comes away with 2 yards on the carry. The defense come out with 5 defensive backs this time. He's tackled at the 21. Just a phenomenal run.
Woo! Not often you see that kind of speed in the NFL. Get out there, get it up the field, and when he gets in the open field, look out.
Give to the tailback. He gets to about the 41-yard line. They need to come up with a better game plan to stop this guy.
Yeah, you're not kidding. They can't keep giving up those big chunks of yardage like that. If they do, it's going to be awfully tough to stop this offense.
They'll throw on first down. He's under a heavy rush. And he catches it. Another positive game, and that gives him 100 yards receiving for the game.
And this guy just knows how to make plays. He's somebody we've watched him throughout the course of his career, but especially here today, constantly in big situations making plays.
He throws right, makes the grab, and he's out at the 39-yard line. Short pattern results in a completion for the offense.
You know, that's not one of those plays that's a huge gain by any means, but that's really the essence of an offensive game plan. You have to start hitting some of those short intermediate routes, and that begins to open everything else up.
What a brutal hit. The defense has to come up with a way to slow down this rushing game.
And now's when things get really difficult for a defense, because you begin to understand you're not stopping the run. So as you bring defenders closer to that line of scrimmage, you really take a chance on giving up a big play.
Drops back on first down. Throws the bullet to the left. Tackled around the 23-yard line. That one worked just as they drew it up.
Good pass, good catch, I agree. Sometimes there's really nothing you can do as a defense to stop a well-executed pass play.
5v5. Let's roll. 5v5. Set. It's coming out quick. Play smart, man.
Set. They'll throw on first down. All kinds of pressure with the catch. Brought down at the 15. That's now 300 yards passing for the quarterback.
Yeah, and this guy really knows how to lead this football team. You can just see it in the huddle. He's in control of all situations, not only in the huddle, but at the line of scrimmage. Good checks there. There's no question who's in charge on this football team.
Defense closing in. Oh, and they got him. He just really showed off his speed and quickness on that one.
Playing defensive end is all about the get-off. Can you anticipate the snap count, turn the corner, even if you don't get the sack, at least force that quarterback to step up so those big defensive tackles can get him.
They'll go with the run once again. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. Westbrook gains about 4 yards on the play. They'll line it up for the field goal. Right down the middle. Good job putting that kick right on target, and it goes through for 3 points. The kick is away. He'll return it from the 3. Sheds one tackler, and he gets brought down hard. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Nice play fake. There for the reception. He's dropped around the 46-yard line. That's the arm strength we've been talking about all week.
And you know the amazing thing about this guy, we all talk about his arm strength, but did you see how fluid that delivery was? He didn't even look like he was trying to throw it hard.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. First down, 10 to go. Ball at their own 46.
Hey, inside. Blue 38. Point it. Hey, don't get that ball out. Overload.
He looks to throw on first down, and they're coming after him, and the defender intercepts it. What an interception by the cornerback.
You know, some of these corners are just freakish athletes right now. Oftentimes, they're the best athletes on the field. Maybe they don't have the skill set, great hands, great moves, whatever, but they are definitely among the fastest in the NFL.
Westbrook on the handoff. He doesn't get back to the line. The defense just ate up this one.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
255. Hey, nasty. What you doing? Why you outside us, man? Come on, go. Take it. Come on, D. Rush. Let's run. Green, 2 man. Chain. Come on, dog, let's go.
He'll get it again. He tries to spin, but he's brought down. A pickup of less than a yard, and so it'll be third down. 3rd and 11. Ball on the 37-yard line. The defense lines up in a dime.
Come on, y'all, lock those quick out. Let's keep him back, D. 35. Stay right. Screen here, Quan, screen. Go. No, you're good. Where you go?
They'll go with the run once again. And they get him at the 42. The defense probably wasn't looking for the run there.
Hey, and as a defense, if you want to run the ball in that situation, go ahead. Come up and make the tackle. You can go off and pout in the corner. We'll go back and celebrate with a little glass of water.
Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports.
Let's go, keep playing.
They have one more shot. Let's see if their prayers will be answered with a good old Hail Mary. First down, looking to throw. He's there for the catch. Brought down at the 32-yard line. He's simply putting on a passing clinic out there.
Yeah, and this defense should have to pay for admission to this clinic because I tell you what, he is teaching them a thing or two about playing offensive football. No matter what this defense does to try to stop them, they simply cannot.
And this one-sided affair will come to a close. Our score, the Eagles 37, the Bengals 18.